Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Kelly. I go by the Car Mom and I review cars for moms and families. Today I'm bringing a little bit different of a video and we're actually going to be talking about things I keep in my center console, in my glove box, and just some organization for a 2 under 2 mom like myself. I plan to do a whole series about how I organize different parts of my car, but I'm just going to start with the glove box and the center console. And before we get started, I know I say console instead of console. It's just how I say it, so no need to come for me in the comments. But anyway, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting a car tour a week along with a ton of other car related content. Head to my Instagram at the Car Mom because I post even more car related content there, and I also give a lot of car buying tips and tricks. Speaking of car buying, if you are in the market for a car, make sure you check out my Car Mom's Car Shopping Workbook. It's an interactive workbook that walks you through the different stages of buying a car. You can find a link below. Okay, so let's get into it. I've got a lot of stuff in front of me, and like I said, today I'm going to focus on the glove box and the center console. Let's start with the glove box. I think the glove box is one of the most underutilized places in people's cars because people love to keep their owner's manual, their service records, the paperwork they bought when they bought the car, all in that glove box because they think they need to keep it. Now, you do need to keep it. I would definitely recommend keeping it, especially the owner's manual, in the car because when you go to trade the car in, that's a huge selling point and a good trade-in tip. And in case of emergency, you have your car's owner's manual. But you don't need to keep it in the glove box. You're not going to be reaching for it very frequently, if ever. So instead, I would take everything out of the glove box and actually see what kind of storage you have in the trunk. Almost every car out there has some sort of storage compartment like underneath the floor of the trunk. Maybe we shove it there so we know it's there, we know it's in the car, but it's not taking up valuable real estate. So how I would organize my glove box, I'd take everything out of there and then I would keep some essentials for myself and some like one-time situation things as well. So I kind of use the center console as more for like things for me and my kids, and the glove box is more things that I might need in case of an emergency. I don't think that anything I put in the glove box or center console should replace my purse or my diaper bag, but I like to use these more as just essentials or in case I were to ever forget something. So to start with the glove box, the first thing, oh well, I have to show you. I have put all of my things into these little mesh bags. I found these on Amazon. I got 2 of them because I wanted 2 of each size because I have 2 kids. Everything is going to be linked in the description box below, including where you can get most of these items. So literally go to my Amazon storefront, add everything in there, get it in, put it all together, and then you're set. Back to the glove box. So the first thing that I keep in my glove box is some money. So I just have this cute little change compartment. It's like the perfect size. And I've got about 20 bucks of cash and then I've got 8 quarters. I like having the change for like parking meters if I ever needed to do that, for tolls, and then if you like live in a place where there's an Aldi's, you need a quarter to get a cart at Aldi's, so that's why I like to have some quarters. Obviously, if I were ever to forget my wallet, I want to make sure I could at least like put some gas in my tank or get my family some food in an emergency, so that's why I keep a little bit of money. The next thing I would keep in my glove box is an umbrella. Haven't even ever used this one. It's from Target, but I'm going to link a similar one, $14. Hopefully I never get caught in the rain, but if I do, I have it, and I liked how compact this one was. This is kind of like random extras for me. This is a little bit random of a bag, but I think it's all important stuff to keep. The first thing I have in here is 2 extra masks, one for me and one for my husband in case we were to forget one. The next thing I have in here are 2 milk storage bags. So I have a 4-month-old baby and I'm breastfeeding / pumping. So I have been in a situation where I brought my pump and then like I didn't pack extra bottles and I just didn't have a great way to store my milk. So these took up very little room, so I just wanted to throw them in there. And then the last thing in my little extra container is a phone charger. But I got the kind of charger that has like a phone charger, a USB, and a USB-C. I think that's what that's called. I don't know. A universal charger. Love having this, but I also wanted to have the, what is this called? The cubby thing. And then depending on the size of your glove box, I also like to keep, if it can fit, if not, you can keep it in the side compartment, this Bissell Vacuum. I love this thing. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I talk about it all the time, but it's a portable vacuum that charges with a USB, and it is awesome. It works just as good as any vacuum I've ever used. It's great for getting in between the seats, picking up goldfish, things that your kids have stepped on. And I'm really trying to get into a habit of keeping my car cleaner. As moms, we spend so much time in our car, and I think it's important to make it an enjoyable experience. It also works just great for like around your house too. Like I sometimes clean my son's high chair with it. And then the last thing I keep in my glove box, I unfortunately don't have it with me because I ordered it on Amazon and didn't get here in time for the video, but I just discovered it and it's called a life hammer. Nothing is sponsored in this video. I'm just really sharing how I keep my car, but the life hammer is awesome. It looks like this. and it is a seatbelt cutter and a window shatterer. So it's just something just to keep in your glove box. I obviously pray that I never have to use it, but it gives me some peace of mind. So that wraps up my glove box. Let's move on to the center console. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments, so what car do I have? So I actually don't have a car. Well, I have a car. I don't own a car. I work at a car dealership, so I drive what's called a demo. I get a new car every 4,000 to 5,000 miles. Currently, I'm in a Volkswagen Atlas, which has an amazing center console. You might need to edit and kind of rearrange depending on the size of your glove box and center console, but in the Atlas, all of this fits in the center console. So to start, I have two kids, George and Hattie. So I made them both their own little emergency kit. Again, not to replace my diaper bag, just in case I forget my diaper bag or I needed extras of something, I would be okay. So I'll start with George. He will be 2 in May. I have a pair of jammies for him. I like having jammies. One, it's a change of clothes. I mean, whatever, if he has to wear jammies, he has to wear jammies. But it's also nice because sometimes if we stay somewhere later than we were anticipating, it's like, okay, no big deal, I have jammies for him. I'll change them, and then when I get home, it's no big deal just to put him straight to bed. So jammies, diapers, 2 Hot Wheels, like just in case emergency toys, you never know. And then a pair of socks as well, just because I feel like sometimes I forget pairs of socks or sometimes his feet get wet, and yeah. So that's George's little bag. Hattie is my daughter. She is 4 months old, so she's a little bit younger. Her bag looks a little different. I have a bottle for her, just in case. A pair of jammies, 2 diapers, socks, a pacifier, and then a little chew toy as well. So that is what I have for the kids. I also have wipes. I don't have the wipes in a bag, I just keep them loose because I like to be able to grab these really easily in a pinch to clean up a mess. One little tip is I like to use like a half full thing of wipes. So like I'll use this in my house for like a couple of days, and then once it like has less, like 10 or 12 or 20 wipes, I'll bring that one in my car because it takes up less room. And then I also keep in my center console a little snack pack of emergency snacks. I have a pouch, apple sweet potato, a Nutri-Grain bar, and then Hattie is currently breastfed, but I'll probably switch her to formula before a year old eventually. So when the time comes, I have an emergency thing of formula, just in case. This whole video is just in case. I can probably stop saying it by now. The last bag I have in my center console is kind of like our little pharmacy. So it has Germex, Tylenol, chapstick, a Tide pen, very important, wet ones, and some Kleenexes. All of that actually fit in my center console. Okay, so as you can see, like everything fits in there great. So I've got the bottle and then all the bags. I've got my umbrella, my vacuum, my change, and my masks and chargers and stuff. So that is how I organize my center console in my glove box. I hope you guys thought this video was helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below about which video I should do next, whether it be a car tour, car buying tips. I'm open to it all. Again, head to my Instagram at @thecarmom, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks.